Hello and welcome everybody. So in this video, exactly as the title says, I'm just going to be gently combing my very long hair. And I start off with it just as it normally is in a Nautilus bun. First thing I do when I let it down is go ahead and separate it into two sections so it's a little bit easier to work with. Just so it's not one big giant massive tangled hair, you know. And yeah, I am bad. I do start combing my hair from the top a lot of the times. It just helps with, getting general separation in the tangles for me. It doesn't take as long for me if I start from the top, personally. And I promise I am gentle with it the whole way through. Yeah, I do the same thing on the other side. Start at the top, just get the tangles that are near my scalp, basically. As you can see, some of this video is sped up a little bit, so it doesn't take quite as long to watch this whole thing. Yeah, so I just work it down, get any separation that I can, basically. Any tangles that I run into, I'll stop and just go ahead and separate what I can without forcing it, basically. Just over and over and over. And yeah, as you can see, usually the bottom of my hair has worse tangles. Yeah, and the ends are also not in the best shape after all these years. But it is what it is. Just working on getting out that loose hair down from the bottom. Getting it off from giant knot at the bottom. And as you can see, it's really not too much hair. Not too bad. So yeah, just continue the separation. Basically open up whatever space I can, pull out whatever kind of loose hairs I can, pull everything downward. With the bad knots, I will, if I run into any bad knots, I will like gently hold on to where the tangle is at and kind of just slip out any of the loose hairs I can without damaging them. That's basically what I'm doing here. At some point I'll probably make a video that focuses more on the finger combing techniques that I've been using, because I have been mostly finger combing my hair for about 3 or 4 years now. I actually just recently bought a comb and a hairbrush again a few months ago. So at some point I'll probably do its own video on, the individual techniques and really what I'm doing in here. Just for now, it's just having some fun, showing you what I do with my hair. So yeah, anytime as well that I run into a knot, I don't push it. I just go ahead and stop there and either move on to a higher or a lower part in my hair, or, I'll separate what I can from the position that has the knot in it, basically. I never just bust through the knots and tear through the hair. As much as I can help it, that is. Can't always be perfect. And yeah, that older hair at the ends, my ends, really do soak up as much conditioner as I can give them. I wash my hair about once a week, and then sometimes in between washes I'll do a conditioning treatment. I'll just like wet my hair and then put on some conditioner. That's not all the time. I could probably stand to do it a little more often, to be honest, but you know, there's always room for improvement. So yeah, it's basically just the same thing over and over. Gathering any loose hair as I go. Which, yeah, unfortunately I forgot to record. I forgot to show how much I actually collected at the very end, but it really wasn't that much. Yeah, surprisingly, it was a small chunk of hair. So as you can see right back there, one side was completely done and much smoother than the other. And when I switch over to the other side, I just start from the top again just to make sure there's no extra tangles hanging out there. And basically just work on the same thing, just combing down, smoothing it through, pulling out any loose or less tangled hairs. Right there, my cat was destroying something, so I had to go try to stop her. Not that that worked very well. Yeah, so kind of just comb through and see if I can find any tangles, see where it's at. So far this whole, my left side, the side that I'm working on right now, was much better than the other one. There's definitely not as many tangles on this one side as on the other one. So it's going much faster, which is always nice. It does take about, well, between 10 and 30 minutes every day to comb my hair entirely. So that's a bit much. It can be a bit much sometimes. But as you can see, today it's not that much. We're almost there. Really just working through the last little bits, just making sure that there's no tangles left, basically, is the goal. Because as you'll see in a second, I'm about to oil it, which makes it nice and smooth and shiny. And my ends could really use it. As you can tell, they're pretty rough looking. But I'm just hanging on to it. Just hanging on to those ends for now. So close to knee length, I don't want to give it up quite yet. Yeah, last couple tangles out of there. As you can see, my cats make an appearance, or really my second cat there. The black and white one, his name is Sid, and then little gray girl is called Monza. My little babies. Alright, and there we have it, both sides pretty much done. I just went ahead and pulled the other side forward to make sure that they're both basically done. And then I go ahead and went off camera to grab my Shea Moisture 100% virgin coconut oil daily hydration finishing oil serum. Ugh, that's a mouthful. And I just go ahead and put a couple squirts of that on my hands and then spread it out so it's not just one giant glob, and then basically work that into my ends. Just about any oil works for me. My hair really loves oil and it'll soak it up really well. But not everyone's hair likes it. But for me, it really makes my hair much softer and it helps with tangles and frizz a lot. So that's super helpful. Even coconut oil I can use as a pre-shampoo treatment, which actually it makes some people's hair feel kind of crunchy, but my hair loves it, which is nice. Yeah, I basically just work through the last couple tangles with the oil that I have. And that's about it. Last thing really to do is just to swish it around. now that it's fully combed out, I can really enjoy it. For a few seconds, that is, until I put it back up in a bun. For chores and work and everything. But yeah, that's about it for now. Thanks for watching, everybody. Coming up in a couple of seconds is a little bit of bonus footage of my cats being giant dorks. So here you go. Here's that. Enjoy. Thank you guys, and have a lovely day.